Hello everyone, my name is Ray. Thanks for tuning in again. And I'm talking about day 3 of my extended water fast at this point. Now, day 3 was a little different from the first 2 days in that I started to feel a little bit of hunger. And it wasn't a hunger that was tied with scents or any kind of advertisements that I had seen. I was far removed from television and all kinds of corporate sponsored advertisement. But instead, it was tied to something in my body that called for, it had a yearning for food. So at that point in time, I became a little bit hungry, but it wasn't like a reflux feeling. Now, when I was eating poorly, when I was eating poor foods, I oftentimes had a kind of what people would call GERD or acid reflux, which was more a trigger that made me want to go eat to push down that feeling. And oftentimes that would work. I would fill that burning feeling with some really bad food, and the feeling would go away, of course, until a few hours later or whatever the stimulus was that triggered my hunger again. So on day 3, I felt a little bit of hunger. On day 3, I had my what I'll call out here as my second poop. And that also seemed like a residual thing that was, wasn't substantial because I wasn't really eating a whole lot. Now, I know this is a lot of detailed, weird information, but again, I'm giving this information for people who might consider doing something similar and might want to know, hey, is this normal? Now, everybody's body will vary and everybody's requirements will differ. So even if you are considering this, it's best to seek out healthcare advice first and to know yourself. And also to be aware that not everything you hear in every place will be up to standard. A lot of things that are being taught were taught by our fathers from teachings that happened from their fathers. And some of that information is just common, outdated, and maybe incomplete is probably a better word, because a lot of these things that they'll teach us are necessary. For an example, if you're targeting high blood pressure, a water fast shouldn't be the first thing that you do. There should be a number of other things to include changing your food habits and changing your activities and changing the amount of stress around you. When you reduce your stress, that should reduce your blood pressure as well. Now, in some particular cases, all of those things combined may not work for some people. So then you take the more drastic steps. And to me, this isn't such a drastic step. It's more a controlled step. And I'll even go so far as to call it self-control. Not a lot of people have the self-control to think about discontinuing their association with food and or drink for an extended period of time. So what I'm doing is demonstrating the ability to disconnect from those old habits where we take in different things, whether it be one form or another, on a regular, routine, habituated process. So on day 3, I experienced a little bit of hunger, but it wasn't a GERD feeling. It was more just a hunger in my gut. And that was a reminder to my body saying, hey, what's going on? You've normally eaten every single day. It's been this amount of time now that you haven't eaten. What's up? But the place I was in had another fantastic starry night. Venus was by the crescent moon, and that feeling passed. And all I had to say about that was being in nature really helped to nurture my soul and probably my body in a way that helped me to make it through the 3rd day of fasting. So I hope you continue to watch this journey. Stay tuned for day 4. And in fact, in order to stay tuned and become aware of when the next video is posted, I hope you subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoy what you're seeing or know anyone who might be going through a similar process, again, right now I'm talking about this. I'm 11 days into the fast at this point when you're watching the video. Well, I'm 11 days into the fast when you watch this video, but by the time you see this video, I'll be several more days into the fast. I don't know how long this is going to continue, but stick with me and watch to the end of the series, and we'll find out together. Have a great day, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace.